Welcome, Best Yet Journey. How are you tonight? Hello, Hot Wings Outdoor Life. Did you guys have a good Christmas? Welcome, Pete's Little Homestead. Welcome, Andy. Welcome, Monty's in Motion. You guys all have a good Christmas? Dinner was the best part. We actually had kind of untraditional. We had a roast with carrots and potatoes. We had a fruit salad and then apple pie for dessert. Yeah, I had a good Christmas. I still have to have Christmas with my sister. She's going to come about around the 9th of January. She was in the middle of moving. Doesn't sound like much fun moving around Christmas. Welcome, Britton Farm Homestead. Welcome, Lori. I want to try to start doing a live once a week. And I had been doing them on Saturday nights, but I was so tired from my after Christmas shopping that I didn't actually end up doing it yesterday. Did anybody's family end up canceling on them because of the sickness going on right now? You got some more new socks and an ankle grinder. I'm actually planning on starting a diet probably in February, so I get to eat normal for a little bit longer, about 6 or 7 more weeks. I plan on starting it like right after my birthday, so that'll give me time to kind of get all the food and stuff that I need. Can you guys give me a thumbs up? Welcome, gardening with for Chunkin. I don't know if I said that right. You had inches of snow. I remember. Where are you at again? Where are you at again, Pete? I'm trying to remember. Welcome, Shannon. Thank you, Shannon, for stopping by, even if you get to stay for a little while. Welcome, Jason Avers. I thought about pulling up my Streamline tonight. I'm thinking that you just go into your email and you hit the little link thing and it brings it up. I've never done it. I went on there once when I went on Lala Farm, but I've never done it on my own, but I did download it onto my laptop. So welcome, Hickory Croft Farm. I hope Texas actually gets some snow this year. That would be nice. Welcome, John from Will It Grow. I was telling everybody that I wanted to pull up Streamline tonight. And I was like, I don't know if I want to bother with that since I'm kind of starting out late. Are you still in quarantine, John? Or are you out of quarantine now? You got snow on the 21st? Usually in Texas, we might get it once or twice a year. And sometimes it doesn't really last, like through the next day. It'll like melt off. I'm out today. So you get to go back to work tomorrow, John? Right. Got back from Tennessee. Yeah, I knew you were traveling, Shannon. Back to work tomorrow. There's been like a lot of people at our church that had the sickness, so we had a couple of canceled services, but we were back today. Everybody was out of quarantine and able to go back to church today. The Walmart cracked down on the mask wearing again the other day. The first time I ever got yelled at on my way into Walmart, so that was fun. You got a mask? I'm like, oh, okay, all right. Got one right here. Welcome, Chicken Johnny. How are you? I loved your Shed Wars 'Twas the Night Before Christmas story. I thought that was really good. Really creative. Oh. I'm guessing John's talking to Chicken Johnny. I'm guessing he's not calling me a pencil neck. Maybe he is. I don't know. My cat decided to pick right now to want to get pet, and so she's moving the tray table around that I have the laptop on. Right. Oh. Yes, I thought that was very good. You and your wife, Chicken Johnny, Mother Goose, you guys have some really good creative ideas. The chicken costume dancing and the 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, that was really good. Good entertainment. Oh, Pizza Hillbilly. Yeah, I haven't bought any grow lights yet to start any, plants inside. I might decide to invest in that. I'm thinking about maybe asking for a greenhouse for my birthday. We can find one fairly reasonably priced. Right. Yeah, this is actually not the kitten this time. This is Baby, the older one, because we have 3 cats. We have 2 that are kittens that are brother and sister, and then we have Baby. She's probably like about 13 years old. She was my mom's cat, and when she moved out of the house into a little retirement community, she was going to have to get rid of the cat. So I told her that I would take Baby, so she wouldn't get put down. So, welcome, Robert, Homestead Aquarius. Yeah, I haven't. I mean, I still have my kale growing on the front porch, and I'm working on my composting of all my things I'm going to grow in. And my parsley, I still have parsley, and I have my 3 pots that I put garlic in. Since I was still working on all my areas I wanted to plant in, I didn't want to mess up the ground with I didn't want the garlic in there, so I decided just to try to grow it in a container. I've never grown garlic before, but I watched a video where somebody did it in a container, so we'll see how that works. But I just got some seeds. I just got some new seeds in from the Indiana Backyard Gardener, so that was cool. Welcome, Nunya, Texas on the back 20. Nunya, Texas on the back 20. I watched a video where somebody got one of your t-shirts. Those are really cool. I need one of those. I need to order one of those. Since I live in Texas. I think it's a really cool shirt. Yeah, I just got my Lala Farm shirt. The one I got for doing the live on their show. So on the front it says guess what, and on the back it's a picture of a chicken butt. So guess what? Chicken butt, I guess. I just got it today, so well, it probably came in Friday or Saturday, but I went by my P.O. box just to see if anything else had come in. Anything had come in late. So yeah, I thought it was a funny shirt too. Oh, you sent me some pepper seeds, John? No, I haven't got them yet. I have not got them yet, but I'll be looking for that. Yeah, I pretty much go to my P.O. box like every other day because I live in a small town, so it's really not that far. And I've actually sent off some seeds. I sent some to Granny Moreno and some to Bobby B Heads Outdoors. Sorry, I started to call him what John calls him. But anyway, but neither one of them had got there. So I'm thinking the mail is behind. Oh, you sent it 3 weeks ago. Wow. Goodness. Yeah. Granny Moreno hasn't contacted me to say she's got anything from me yet, but I didn't tell her I was sending it. I wanted it to be a surprise. So maybe she got it. She just hasn't said anything yet. And she might be off somewhere for Christmas. I'm not sure. Welcome, Tin Can Gardener. Yeah, I've been doing some work on the composting off and on as the days are nice. You know, uh, trying to get them filled up. There's just a lot of stuff to fill up, so it takes a while. Welcome, Jacob's allotment. Sorry. Yeah, I'm hoping the garlic comes up. It's my first time. I actually talked to my mom about the garlic this weekend. She said my dad used to plant garlic, but I don't ever remember him planting garlic. But as a kid, who knows? Maybe I didn't even like garlic back then. Who knows? But I do remember helping him plant in the garden and helping him water and stuff. So that's why I always liked gardening. So as soon as I moved away from Rhode Island back to Texas, where my family was, that's when I started gardening. Was when I moved back to Texas. I don't think I did anything in Rhode Island except maybe some flowers. I didn't know how many people would be up this time of night. Yeah, I got some garlic from the local feed store, and I also got some from the um, Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming. She sent me a couple of cloves too, so I planted some of both of them. So But I don't think I marked them, so I won't know which one actually worked. I just I'm pretty sure I didn't mark it. I did mark it garlic, but I just didn't mark because I'm gonna planning on having a lot of pots, so I'm gonna have to mark them as I go so I can keep track of what is where and stuff like that. Matter of fact, I'm thinking about um plan writing out a plan because I saw the Indian backyard gardener did that, and I've been thinking I needed to do that, kind of plan out. I already have my seed inventory written down, except for I haven't added the ones that the Indiana backyard gardener sent me because I just got that right before, like on Christmas Eve. So I haven't had time um, to add that to the rest of them. And then I've got some gourds and stuff that I'm supposed to get from Beeheads Outdoor. The writing is so tiny, I don't know if I can see it. Yeah, I've got everything written down that I got before Christmas Eve. I just need to add a few. The Indiana backyard gardener sent me cucumber, zucchini, dill, which I didn't have cucumber or dill. I had some zucchini, but um, I didn't have the other ones. And there was a few other things in there too. I can't remember at this moment, but so I haven't really had a lot of luck with starting seedlings inside, but I have a couple of windows maybe that I can use for that. And I've been doing my research on kind of when to put those in. I have some little biodegradable seed little cups, little pots that you can plant them right in that, and it will wear away and become just part of the soil. It says, yeah, I pretty much got my inventory, but I actually want to get in a computer and put them like in alphabetical order and type them up. That way, if somebody asks me a specific question, I can give them a specific answer. Welcome, Honey Hills Farm and Garden. Welcome, At Home with Tom and Rhonda. Hello. How are you guys? I don't think I've ever seen you guys in here before. I've heard of your channel name, and I'm subscribed to you, but I don't think I've ever seen you guys in here before. If you guys aren't subscribed to Honey Hills Farm and Garden, please go by and give her a shout, give her a sub. Watch a couple of her videos. She's got some good gardening videos. She's got some goats, some chickens. I just found her a little while ago, and she's got some good content on her page. So go check her out. She's got some good recipes. I got a cat on my lap that's moving all over the place. Anybody put in a guess on Micro Farmer's giveaway that he's going to do on Tuesday on the mystery meat? Yeah, cats always want to steal the show. Yeah, you should have been on here a couple weeks ago, or a week ago maybe. One of the kittens was climbing up in the tree during my live, and she did it twice. Yeah, that was Miley. She's always the show stealer. Usually Bright doesn't do that, but Miley, she's all about stealing the attention. Winter sowing. This is actually the first year I've even done even a little bit in the fall, just because of the food shortages going on. I started doing some experimenting with some different things, but I really don't have any grow lights right now. But I mean, it's still, it's not as cold here in Texas, so my kale hasn't died. I actually have a plastic tote, clear plastic tote to put over top of it in case it gets really, really cold. But we haven't had but one really, really cold day. So, um, welcome, MB Heritage Farms. So, I want to do some. I want to start some seeds before Shed Wars starts inside to kind of have something already going to be able to put in the ground the day it starts. Welcome, micro farmer. I was just asking everybody if they had gone over and made a guess on your giveaway that you're doing on Tuesday. I'm trying to read what everybody's writing. We just had a freeze. Yeah, we might have another freeze. I haven't looked at the weather too close. Kel don't mind the cold. Yeah. My parsley hadn't minded the cold too much either. I've harvested it so many times this year, the parsley, and it just keeps coming back. Even that really, really cold day that we had, I still have parsley coming up. So now that I have a dehydrator, I can stick it in there, and parsley dehydrates really, really quickly because it's so tiny. So that's awesome. Yeah, I want to do one of those 500 subscriber giveaways when I hit 500. So I'm at about 394 right now, so I got a ways to go. But probably start purchasing some things that I can do for a giveaway. So I have some videos coming up on that. Good night, Chicken Johnny. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I'm seriously thinking about the greenhouse thing. That would be nice. I could definitely start some things early if I had that. 100 days till Shed Wars. Wow, you've actually counted it out, micro farmer? That's funny. I kind of put some dates on my calendar of some things that what dates I needed to start some seedlings indoors. I was watching, it was the MI Gardener. He did a video on kind of when to start your seedlings. And I've been having trouble finding my specific zone. Someone told me I needed to just pick the one that's kind of closest to me, which would be Abilene or like Dallas. So I guess I would put myself in one of those two zones because I'm really in a small town, so I can't really find a specific one. Maybe if I had some kind of farming chapter, something rather, I could figure it out. I've been trying to keep up on all the Shed Wars videos for the Southern Hemisphere. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing my plotting where I just go outside and plot out the yard. And I got my two raised beds that are off the ground, and I have my two raised beds that are on the ground. And then I'm thinking, I talked to one of my neighbors that's really, really good at gardening. about where to put my okra and where to put different things. So he's thinking my raised beds would be really good. Maybe one or half of one, maybe I could do strawberries in there. So that'll be cool. And I've been trying to watch some videos on pumpkins. I have successfully grown pumpkins several times, but I want to make sure that I get a good pumpkin harvest this year so that I'll have some good weigh-ins for Shed Wars. And I got my pumpkin seeds from Highland Homestead from Eva. So they should be some really, really good seeds. Wilson's getting pumped up and ready to battle. Yes. I think I marked it down somewhere too, what date they were going to start the picking. I have that early onset Alzheimer's. I'm like, when was that date again? Was that the 9th, the 13th? I don't know. So many things going on in our brain right now with the holidays. It's hard to, now that it's over, we can focus on something else. Welcome, tropical fruit gardening, Carberry. I don't know. I'm having trouble seeing that. The little names are so tiny on mine. Most of the times I know them based on their little picture. I'm like, oh, that's so and so, or tiny writing. Wilson ain't gonna do squat. Maybe Wilson is the cheerleader for Robert at Homestead Aquarius. I never did figure out what Wilson has growing out of his head. I think it's onions, right? Isn't it onions? Welcome, Grammy Karen. I'm not exactly sure what the temperature is here today. It wasn't bad. Let's see. I had on a long sleeve shirt and I put a sweater over that to go to church. And during church, I had to take it off because I got too hot. And then did a little bit of shopping after that. And I wasn't wearing the sweater. I was just wearing a thin long sleeve shirt. And that's it. So, yeah, some of the things that John does over there for his soil. I was talking to the lady here locally a while back, and she said that they need the acid in their soil, but that our soil needs something else. So I'll have to kind of keep up on that. Probably the closest person to me that's into the gardening would probably be May's Homestead Chronicle over in Fort Worth. So maybe I could ask him some questions about some things. He seems to be a pretty good gardener. Yeah, that's me. I just at the last minute say, "Oh, I think I'm going to go live tonight." That's how I do my live schedule on the fly. Welcome, flavors and textures. He's getting a hair transplant soon. Oh, have to pull him out and replant. Yeah, that's true. I guess I'll just have to try it out on my own. I mean, I've grown several gardens in this house. I've been here for 6 years, so I have a pretty good idea of what will grow here. Now, there's some new things I'm trying that I don't know how well they're going to grow here, but um, mostly, most of the stuff I normally grow, I know grows here. Zucchini grows well here, tomatoes, okra, black-eyed peas, those things I know. Any like uh, tomatillos, jalapenos, stuff like that goes really well. There's going to be a lot of new things I try this year, so those things I won't really know how well they're going to grow. But I've got a lot of cool seeds. I like the seed swapping because I get to try a bunch of new things that I haven't tried before. And then I'll have to go on and watch videos of how to make, how to make food with the new vegetables that I'll be trying. And my new diet kind of goes along with all that too. So I'll have all these vegetables here, which I'm planning on starting that in February, my new diet. So I've done it before and I did it all the way up until Christmas. Lost quite a bit of weight, got off of it at Christmas, got all messed up at Christmas, and then didn't go back to it. So this is me now trying to go back to it. So the official start date will probably be February 3rd. So I better get my good cooking videos out before then, because then I'll be making some food like boom. Not necessarily keto, but diet. Well, everybody knows that Micro Farmer's doing a live with on Jan's Homestead on Tuesday night, and they're going to announce the winner of the mystery meat. Go by the Micro Farmer channel and check that out. Put your guess in on Simply Jan Homestead's community page. Welcome, getting started on homesteading. I put my guess in. I got up in the middle of the night. I looked at my phone, and Jen said, "You put your thing in the wrong place." And I was like, "Oh my goodness!" It's like the middle of the night. I can't even concentrate on that now. And then I looked at it a couple hours later, and she said, "No, no, I could see it now." I'm like, "Oh." I was sitting here going, "I don't know where to put it if that's not the right place." That's where everybody else's stuff was. Yeah. Now, if it was me making the same thing Micro Farmer was making, if I had the onions and potatoes and bacon, I'd probably be making steak or pork. But I was trying to think of what would they make up north would be something totally different than what we would make up here on the grill, more than likely. So I was trying to think like what New England would make. Yes. Micro Farmer, do you want to do that about a week after the one you do with Jan? Like on another Tuesday or a different day? Because I'll try to do a little experiment on the StreamYard to make sure I can get it to work because I don't want to be like the night of Lala Farm where I'm trying to figure everything out at the last minute. I have StreamYard already downloaded on my computer. I just got to figure out how to work it. So a Tuesday would be good, about a week away from that date. Okay, that sounds good. I'll put out some kind of little announcement thing so people will know. Welcome, Drops Family Garden. Welcome, Down Under Farm and Forge. It's probably like the middle of the day for you guys in Australia. It's probably like lunchtime or something. Or maybe 3, I don't know. I definitely don't have my time zones with Australia figured out. The only thing I've figured out so far is that if it's today, over there it's tomorrow or something like that. 2:16. I was so close because I said 3. Awesome. Is that where you are too? Tropical fruit gardening? And you answered. I have maybe 5 or 6 Australian channels on mine now, I think. I know I have Homestead Oz, Down Under Farm and Forage, Sue Gannon, In Your Yard. There's another one I can't remember. And there's a lady in Kenya. And I can't ever remember her name. That's doing Shed Wars right now. I try to pull that up probably once every other day. I'll put up Shed Wars 21 and just see if there's anything in there I need to watch. That's new from you guys. I try not to miss anybody. Oh, 2:45 something? Yeah. 2:45 Nature Growers. Maybe I need to write it on the back of my hand for like a week and see if maybe I can remember it after that. Today I don't have the kittens. I have baby. Oh, yes. The way I see it is the same people's videos that we're watching right now are the people going to be watching our videos. Plus a few more, I'm sure. So we want them to watch ours, so we're watching theirs. Plus we get to learn all these new cool tips from them. They're doing everything that we're going to be doing. Of course, I'm sure their soil is different, but there's some tips that they give us that we can still pull over and use here as well. Bye, Flavors and Textures. Bye, Myra. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I had a couple of days where I wasn't feeling too good either. I think it was kind of like allergy sinus stuff. Huh. I didn't see that one, John. In the 60s. Yeah, it was probably in the 60s here today too. I didn't look at the temperature, but I think it was either high 50s or 60s maybe. If we get any yeah, I can't wait to get my pepper seeds. I didn't know I had any on the way. Maybe I need to tell the people that I sent stuff to that I sent them stuff so they'll know to look for it and to let me know when they get it. You're not ready for spring? Heiny Hills Farm and Gardens. Have you heard about Shed Wars? Oh, you're welcome, micro farmer. I probably would have harvested more seeds if I would have known I was going to get into the whole, gardening thing. But I pulled up a lot of stuff right before my vacation. But of course, I had my first batch of zinnias that was growing over in the garden that I pulled up before I visited Montana. Then I had the second set of zinnias that was over in the area just by itself. Well, the second set of zinnias, I pulled those up too, and they started coming up on their own. So I basically harvested seeds 3 times on those zinnias. I have tons of zinnia seeds, and they're really, really good pollinators. They draw those bees big time. So they're really good flowers to grow around your vegetables to draw in. But they are tall. So if you're planting something short, maybe not the greatest idea to plant, you know, a lot because the ones I have are tall and they're gonna overshadow whatever you're growing. So, maybe have it on the end or in the middle, but not where it's, gonna overcrowd. It will take over a section. This year, the zinnias try to take over the black-eyed pea section. So this year, I think I try to keep the zinnias and the black-eyed peas separate from each other. I also do a lot of growing of marigolds with my squash. They seem to help the squash bugs, and I never seem to have trouble with bugs on my squash. So I think that the marigolds actually work. My dad told me that a long time ago, and I always remembered that. So I always plant marigolds near any kind of a squash plant, and I don't ever have bugs. So welcome doing redneck things off grid. Welcome Countryside Acres Homestead. Yeah. You know what I think is weird? When people in your life, in your city, watch your videos on YouTube, but don't make any comments on your videos, but they'll be having a very common conversation with you and they'll refer to the things in your videos, yet they didn't make any comments. So I just think that's weird. I call those people lurkers. They're lurking on your video. They watched it. They want to know what you're doing, but they don't tell you they're watching you. But when you're talking to them, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, you did this and this, and oh, and I saw you got that for Christmas." And I'll be like, "How do you know that?" Yeah, I love my zinnias. There's so many colors, and and when you grow zinnias, there's a lot of different shapes and colors. And I tried to make sure when I sent them out to people that they were mixed up well so that they would get a little variety of colors and different shapes. That's one thing about marigolds. There's a lot of variety there. Yeah, I don't do that. If I watch a video, I make a comment. I always do that. So, and ever since Micro Farmer said that he thinks that your subscribers do not last unless you subscribe, you like, and you watch 2 videos. Ever since he said that to me, I'll watch 2 videos. Now, one of them might be one of the shorts that's less than a minute. The other one might be a 2-minute video. But I watched those 2 videos all the way through and made a comment. Even if the comment is simply hello or something simple, just a couple of words. Beautiful, pretty, something. But I definitely don't lurk on people's videos. If you watched it, now some of those people might not be channels. Some of those people might be like before I started a YouTube channel, I used to watch videos and not always make a comment. So maybe the ones that are watching your videos that aren't making comments, maybe those aren't actually channels. Maybe those are just your fans, your people, your subscribers that are on your page that aren't channels. They're just people watching your videos, just interested, genuinely interested in your content, but just don't make comments. Because I used to watch a lot of homestead Tessie videos, and I didn't comment on every single one that I watched. Welcome, Hat Creek Homestead from Arkansas. Yes, he does have a great setup for his chickens. Did a good job on that. Welcome, Ulam Club. Hope I said your channel name right. I was trying to listen to Lala Farms live they had today about the logo thing, but I don't understand all the computer lingo, so I just kept getting lost. So finally, I just got off of it. I was like, I don't think I'm learning anything. I don't know. He says one thing, I halfway understand, and the next thing I don't understand. So from the Philippines, welcome. What time of day is it in the Philippines? Right. Yes. Yeah, they Drops Farm, yes, they talked about your channel logo being the drop. And that is really easily to tell that it's a drop. So I agree. I think that's a good logo. You can totally tell what it is. Welcome, Praise Family Homestead, Amy. Yeah, I have a new channel logo made. I just need to get it loaded. I haven't done that yet, but I have one. I have one made up. So I'm kind of mentally planning my 500 subscriber giveaway live. There'll also be a video before that where the people that comment on the video will be put in for a drawing, one of the drawings that I have on there. So there'll be a few different ways that you can win on that. So I'm about 108 away from that. One of those really good shorts could put me almost there. If you get a really good one that hits over in China or Japan, wherever they're hitting. The one short that I had that hit 15,000 views, that was in another country because the people that made comments were in a different language. Right. Oh, I know. Yes, I was very excited about that. I was laying in bed and I wasn't up yet, but I was looking at my phone and I was listening to Ernie Hatmaker's video and she mentioned my name and I was like, "What?" I was like, "Wow, I made the Ernie Hatmaker shout out show." You know you made it when you hit the Ernie Hat Makers shout out video. I really like her shout out videos. She does a really good job with those explaining. And I like what she said about the pretzel cat. She called Miley the pretzel cat because of the way she was sleeping, all curled up like. Welcome, Tony, our cabin in the woods. Can you come get baby? I have a growling kitty on my lap, and I'm afraid she's okay. One of the other kitties is taunting her, and she's older, and so she's kind of cranky. So when one of the kittens taunts her, the boy cat, she gets very mad. She starts growling, and I'm worried she's going to take it out on me and bite me or something, because she's getting kind of cranky. But she's like 13, so she's probably on her last few years here. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird the things that'll hit on a short. Um, my best ones that I've done have been the cats or the chickens. The best one was Bright and Miley. They were laying on the bed, and Bright took his paw and put it over Miley's eyes in the video, and that's the one that hit 15,000. I mean, I'm sorry, 17,000 views. Then I've had a few that were, like 900 and I have one that's 3,400, but all of them are cats or chickens. So it seems like the pet videos seem to hit the best. So if you got a cute dog or cat, donkey, horse, whatever, those are the ones that are going to do the best for you. Because if you think about it, if they're in another country, they're not going to understand our language. But if they see a pet, that's familiar to them. So that'll be what they can understand. Because I think that's what's happening with these shorts is that they're putting them out in other countries. And I only know that because the one that I had that hit over there has some weird languages that I can't understand. So I just put thanks for watching because I had no idea what they said, obviously. That's good. That's good, Pete. Keep putting them out. When mine hit, I woke up with one number, got up with a different number, and I looked at the number again, and I was like, I got how many subscribers overnight? Because that video hit, and some of those people actually subscribed. Out of however many it was a lot of them. That's good, Luann. Keep going. Keep putting out the content. Keep trying the shorts. You never know what's going to hit with these things. I did kind of a crazy one the other day of what I saw at Big Lots. My dancing llama. Kind of funny. I'm sure my mom thought it was really weird because she hits this animal and it did something funny, and then I videotaped it, and she's just standing there going, "Oh boy." How do you make a short? Your short videos, they have to be turned this way on your phone, not this way. They have to be turned this way. They have to be less than a minute. And in your title, you put hashtag shorts in there. And also in your description box, put hashtag shorts in there. I think occasionally they might go ahead and hit the shelf anyway, but they have to be this way, they have to be less than a minute, and you have to put hashtag shorts in your title. Those are the 3 or 4 things that I know. Now, I learned this actually from Farmstead Smith. She has a good video on it. Now, she does mostly homesteading kind of stuff, but she has a very good video on shorts. But definitely your phone has to be this way. It has something to do with how they put it out. So you can't do a short this way. If you do it this way and it's less than a minute, it's not going to hit the short shelf. That's what I've been told. So I've been using that format. And you can put a thumbnail on it, but the thumbnail that shows is going to be whatever they pick. It's not going to be anything that you pick. It's going to be whatever the computer picks. So it may happen to pick a really good picture, or it may pick a terrible picture. Like I did a really good short video with Bright, but it didn't show Bright in the video. So that one didn't do very well because it didn't show the picture of the cat in the thumbnail. So that one didn't hit the short shelf, but it was a good video. So you're kind of yeah. Yeah, chickens do really well. People like watching chickens. There's a lot of people that don't have chickens. So to you think this is normal to watch chickens. Now I like to watch chickens, but believe it or not, there's people that don't have chickens that like to watch chickens too. They think they're very interesting, just, pecking around on the ground and scratching around. They think that's interesting. Okay, have a good night, Jacko's Allotment. Thanks for stopping by. Good night. Getting started in homesteading. So that's what I've learned about shorts so far. Then I've had a few that, hit like 300, which is still a good amount of views for me. Now, probably my best video of the week is usually my shout out video. Gets almost 200 views in a week, and hits at least 100 by the end of the day, and then accumulates over the week. So since that's doing well, I will keep doing that. Welcome, Tina Ladybug. Yes, I think it is relaxing. I let my chickens out today, and usually I watch them, but today I had a little project I was working on while they were doing it. But I had one chicken, of course, because I wasn't watching them, I was working on something that I needed to do, a little project I had. One of them kept climbing in my raised beds and scratching around where I've been working, trying to get those full. And I have some like chicken scraps, some kitchen scraps in there. And so that same chicken, I would go and put her in the cage to punish her for a little while. I'd put her out. She'd go right back over there. I did that like 3 times. I was like, seriously, stop doing that. Eventually, she finally got the hint, but it did not hit with her little chicken brain very well. She just kept going back in there. I think during Shed Wars, I'm going to have to make some kind of barrier gated area where they stay kind of in the shaded area, the area that's not really good for growing because there's so many trees in that area, and all the sort of sunny area, that sort of upside down L shape there, that's going to be the growing area, and this shaded area over here is going to be the area where the chickens can free range in the summer. So we're going to have to do some kind of a gating area for them because I definitely can't let them be crawling around in there in Shed Wars. messing up my pretty pumpkins and squash and tomatoes and stuff. So I have to get something going there to try to keep them out. You're gonna have to put the whip down on the kangaroos, huh? Hmm. I bet they're doing good. Welcome, John, with hunting and stuff with J&J. I haven't heard from you in a while. You must be out hunting right now. Have you got any deer this year? How long ago was it that you moved, Tony, at our cabin in the woods? I know you moved, but I don't know exactly when. I don't know if that was a year ago or a month ago or 6 eggs today. Yeah, I'm still getting about 6 eggs a day from my chickens. No deer. No deer. Yeah. Well, my brother does a lot of hunting, so he knows some people, and they had shot a doe and they didn't want it, so um, we ended up with that doe. So I actually have some deer meat right now. We just paid for the processing. The person turned it in, and we paid for the processing. So I'm thinking about making a video next week on deer chili, either this week or next week. And also with the deer chili also comes deer jerky because I have a dehydrator. So I'm gonna have to do a little research on that. What kind of things I need to marinate my jerky in to get it to taste good. Because I've never done it. I love deer jerky, but I've never done it. So John is picking on the southern hemisphere, saying he's gonna put the whip on them. They're picking back at him. Yeah, I have one bed of zinnias that's just zinnias. So some of those I just cut them off the heads and just let them fall in there. So they'll come back next year on their own. But I didn't do that with all of them. Some of them I actually harvested. So then I can plant them along some other plants so that they can pollinate. Definitely going to have a section near the pumpkins so they can pollinate the pumpkins because pumpkins is one of those things that is a little complicated and definitely does need pollinating. The guys out here on my live are talking smack to each other. Smack talking. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of snakes. Don't like snakes, don't like spiders. And I don't think I could do beekeeping. It looks very fascinating, the videos I watch, but I'm not a huge fan of things that bite me. So I don't know. I mean, it is fascinating, but just watching the bees, I think, is very. I have a lot of beekeepers on my um, YouTube channel. I'm subscribed to a lot of them. I am considering the I am considering the worm farm though, and I'm not a huge fan of worms either. But I have a couple of people in the family that might help me with that. So this is the moment when I need a this is the moment when I need a moderator. I don't know if anybody else saw the welcome Wanda, Louisiana style. Um, well, Lori, there was a comment on there, but I did manage to remove it myself. So, but you might keep an eye. It's one of those channels I don't recognize. Made an inappropriate comment. Oh, link. No, I wasn't asking for it. I wasn't needing the link. I was trying to see if I knew what to do with the how to remove the inappropriate comment from the live, but I did figure it out. So, but thank you, Lori. Lori, when are you going to start your tech videos? Yeah, I don't I don't know if you're allowed to still put people's links up, but if you are, that's great. You can put up anybody's link that's on here. Somebody's asking if we do that, but I don't. Somebody told me that they took that away where you can't do that, but I don't know. I don't know if you're allowed to still do it. Why don't you try to do one, Lori, and see if it'll let you. Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't mind if they put links up, but that's not the complete purpose, obviously. Yeah, that's why I said Lori, because she's a mod. Is that your link to your? I see a link. Is that to your video? Is that to your tech video, Lori? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see the link, but it doesn't have a name on it for on where I'm looking. So where do y'all usually buy your grow lights at that you grow with? Do you order them online or do you get them at some kind of local store? Yeah. I used to help process the deer, but I've never actually cut one up. I've shot one and I've eaten it and I've cooked it, but I haven't ever actually butchered one either. You have a video? You have a video on grow lights? Okay. Drops Family Garden. Thank you, Lori. Or Micro Farmer. Thank you, Micro Farmer. I didn't even see what he said, but he said something earlier, so I managed to see the other one and delete it, but uh, I guess you can also fully block the person. Let's see. Uh, Use T5s from I can't MB Heritage Farm. I can't see the name of the store that you have on there. V Biosun. That's the name of it. It's from offline. Is that right? Hello, the professional farmer. Yeah, I figured. I don't know. I can't remember if he's the one that put the inappropriate comment earlier or not. Somebody did. I looked at anyway. Vivo's son. Welcome gardening in the north. I use Mars hydrolytes. Why does Hostels have the good grow lights? Well, thank you, Michael Farmer. When you start your seedlings indoors, Do you start them with the grow lights or do you just put them in a window? How do most of you guys do it? Windows? Micro Farmer says windows. John says grow lights. So I guess you could do it either way. Maybe I could add that to my birthday list. Of course, I already have the greenhouse on there. Don't have enough south-facing windows. Yeah. My trouble is I have cats, so I don't know. I don't really know what they would do. I'm not really sure what they would do with it if they would knock stuff over. The kitchen window would be perfect. There's a ledge and everything, but I would basically have to make it make the curtain where the cats couldn't get in there because they would be messing with stuff. They'd be knocking it over, and that would make me really upset. Yeah, I thought I saw where John grew some. It was just like the top of some just a plastic container of some sort. I'm sure he had some holes in the bottom where he just planted some plants. Some he did a sea starters just in that with some potting soil, and it wasn't little individual pots or the little trays that have little pots. It was actually just a big thing that you put it in there and just did some spacing on it. So I actually saved a container I could do with that, and then I actually bought some, and I have a few things I've been saving to start seeds in. But I'm not going to do all of them that way because I don't know how successful I will be. So knock stuff over and eat my seedlings. They probably will. Basement style. I'm actually thinking about maybe even starting some in the front yard. But I think that the ones in the backyard probably will do better. My neighbor told me I should move my big raised beds to the front yard, but they already have dirt in them, so that would be probably too difficult. Yeah, without a greenhouse, I'll probably have to wait until I think some of them said 6 weeks or so inside. I wrote some dates on my calendar, so I'd be ready. I want to actually have some stuff to actually put into the ground on our first Shed Wars Day, which I'm guessing is a Saturday. I'm guessing. Let me look at my calendar. March 21st is actually a Sunday. I thought March 21st was a Saturday, but according to this, March 21st is a Sunday. So whatever planting you're doing on Friday and Saturday, you could video that and save it to post on Sunday, I guess. Yeah, if I do get my greenhouse, I'll be able to start some stuff in there, but I'm gonna have to do some research. I really haven't watched a lot of stuff on greenhouses. I watched a few from the Tin Can Gardener. Um, I watched a little bit from Cajun Hydroponics on that, and another person that did a some kind of compost that's supposed to warm up their greenhouse. Yeah, I think they were doing it with like maybe like manure or something. Also saw Granny Moreno had some candles in hers. All of a sudden it went dark. Okay. Yeah, I sat down with the In My Gardener video and wrote down some dates of when I needed to start different vegetables. Now it only covers, you know, he only covered like really basic things, but I thought it was some good information. What conversation do you think is about you, John? Did I miss something? I like the grow table over the garage. That's neat. Yeah, that probably only works in certain areas. Baker Creek's Baker Creek's. You know, that one doesn't sound familiar. Hat Creek Homestead, Baker Creek. Does he have some good videos on seedlings? Woo, got to 1 below 0. Brr, that's cold. Let's see. Let's see if I'm subscribed to Baker's Creek. Baker's Creek. Uh, I'm not. I'm not finding Baker's Creek. Well, I'm kind of new with the seedlings, so I'm thinking you try to find a potting soil that's good for indoors and it doesn't have like bugs and stuff like that in it. I think there's some that are for indoor things. Welcome, the Tinker's Wife. How are you? Yeah, whoever, I don't see Baker's Creek. I mean, I tried to look it up on my phone. I can't find that channel. I'm excited to grow my Indian corn. Uh, John at Will It Grow said I needed to separate my peaches and cream corn and my Indian corn away from each other. So I will do that. Yes, on my couponing channel, I sent a letter to Miracle Grow telling them that I was dissatisfied with their soil because I had a rock in it. And about a week later, I got a letter back from them with a check attached for the amount of potting soil, which is $9.99. So basically, I got my money back. So I did that on my couponing channel, Gail the Coupon Queen. So I basically no loose faucet here. Is Jan here? Jan is here. That's what John said there that Jan wasn't here, but Jan's here. Welcome, Jan. Simply Jan. The Hat Creek homestead is about 30 minutes from you. I think the closest two channels to me would be May's Homestead Chronicles and Journey Along with Shannon. Those are the two that I know that are in Texas. I don't know exactly where Getting It Done north of 7. I'm not exactly sure where they're at. I know they're in Texas, but I don't know where. And I know Mama Z's kitchen, she's also in Texas, but I don't remember exactly where. Pro Mix. Well, I've tried seedlings indoors, but I'm hoping to do a little better with that. I want to have something to show in my first Shed Wars video. I want to have uh, I want to have something to do a video on. I guess the video could be you putting the seeds in the ground, which I think March 21st is actually before our actual frost date, our last frost date. But it's Texas, so I can probably throw it out there and still do pretty well. Usually all of our bad weather is over by February. If we get a snow day at all, it'll be January or February, if we get any at all. Oh, Getting It Done north of 7 is in Canada. Well, there's another no, I think I'm getting the channel name mixed up with there's another one, Nunya, Texas on the back 20 or something. So many channel names to remember. Yeah, I've been composting the chicken poop in my beds too. So, and adding potting soil to. Sometimes it'll be cheap potting soil. Sometimes it'll be good potting soil, depending on the budget. You know. So, but I'm composting and I'm keeping it moist because some of the channels say that you're supposed to keep it moist to help the leaves and the things break down in it. Get out the paper and pencil and start making a list. Well, today I actually worked on um, all my addresses of channels that I've exchanged seeds with. I cut all the address labels out and made a notebook of all of those. So I'm actually trying to be organized on that. So all the addresses of people who sent Christmas cards or seeds or stickers or anything like that, I now have their addresses in a notebook for future reference. Oh, Baker Creek seeds. Maybe I didn't add the word seeds to it. Maybe that's why I couldn't get it to come up. Yep, I've just got a plain spiral notebook and I wrote a letter like A. I did front and back, and then I put it, A all the way through Z, and then I just took the little label and, you know, stuck it down with some tape. That's how I did it. And then some people sent business cards. So some are their handwritten labels or printed labels or their business card, whatever they have. Welcome, Conrad Homestead. Yeah, I have to hear a name quite a few times before I remember it. Unless there's something specific I remember about somebody. There's so many times I want to talk about something I saw in a video and I cannot remember what channel I saw it on. But then there's other people, like Homestead Aquarius has a very unique voice. So when you hear him talking, you know exactly who he is. You don't see him, but you know who he is by his boots and his voice and his hands and his little tadpoles. But, you know, oh yes, I definitely need to. Yes, I was talking about Micro Farmer coming on Simply Jan Homestead Tuesday night, where he's going to do a giveaway. Everybody needs to put in their guess for the mystery meat. Micro Farmer has a couple of videos on it. If you haven't put in your guess to win a gift card, I think it's a gift card, then go ahead and do that. Yeah, like even people I meet in this little bitty town, if it's not somebody I talk to that often, I'll forget. He'll be like, so and so, and I'm like, I don't remember that person. Unless there's something specific about them that I remember. It's a $325. Are you giving away 3 cards on Tuesday, or you're going to do one each Tuesday that you go on a live? I didn't quite get the detail on that part. Good night, MB Heritage Farm. Yes, I will definitely watch your video, Robert. on the tadpole, finding the tadpole. Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, that's like on my my 500 subscriber live that I'm gonna have when I hit that. I have already started to plan what I'm gonna give away and the different ways in which I will give them away. One will be a video that you make a comment on. One will be a question about my video. And then I might do one that's like random, like a number between this and this, stuff like it'll be just different ways. So I'm in the planning stage of that. I'm getting there. I'm inching up every day. The one with you will be called How No Monkey Farmer. It's all about videos. Okay. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know what you want me to title it, and I'll title it that. But I'll try to get in and do something with StreamYard sometime after, sometime during this next week. Just do a little experiment of StreamYard where I can see, make sure that I can get it going. But I'm pretty sure I can. I think all I need to do is just pull up the email or pull up StreamYard on my laptop. But I'll practice one day. I'll probably pop in the middle of the day practicing, and there I'll be having a live. Yeah. I uh I just changed my email on my channel. So if anybody needs to email me, I just changed it. Somebody had sent me, I had a couple of people send me emails that I didn't get, and I think they're getting lost in all these notifications. And I couldn't quite figure out how to get all these notifications turned off. So I made a new email so that I would get all my mail, and it's gailssouthernliving at yahoo.com. Now, I actually put that in. I didn't have to add any numbers or anything. It's just basically my channel name at yahoo.com. gailssouthernliving at yahoo.com. So if you need to email me anything about that live, let me know. Or if you want to email me the title that you want it to be so I can get it right. Ooh, you're very lucky, Amy, to get all those seeds. That's awesome. I've been doing some seed swapping. Welcome, Brian. Brian, welcome, Brian. I actually ate my first deer for this year. I made some spaghetti with it. Deer spaghetti. So I'll have a couple of videos on the deer meat. I think I mostly have all the seeds that I want. I thought the other day of one I was missing. What was it? Parsley. That's what it was. Because I'll probably need more parsley. Like I have some still going, but I really want another pack for next year. That's still going from, the summer. Well, from the spring planting. Yeah, I think the dough is better than the buck meat. So I was happy that it was a dough. All of a sudden, I don't know if it got unplugged, but all of a sudden it's going dark over here. It's plugged in. Are they over there messing around? Did the screen kind of go dark on me? Bye, Patty. Bye, Tinker's wife. I don't know if my laptop got unplugged or not, but all of a sudden it got really, really dark. Probably the kitty cats. Micro farmer, are you saying wow to what Jan said? Jan and John bantering back and forth. Does it look dark on my laptop now on this live? I think maybe the kittens unplugged my laptop over there because it's like all of a sudden the light's gone. I don't know what happened. It's plugged here. Yeah, there you go. There's the light. Is that what happened? They unplugged it? Yeah. Oh, my kittens are so bad. They unplugged my. What is Shed Wars all about, anyways? Well, Drops Farm. I can't believe you haven't heard of Shed Wars. Shed Wars is actually a gardening competition because of the current food shortages and losses of crops and different things like that. Last year, Will It Grow and Homestead Aquarius and Arkansas Woodcutter put together this collaboration where people make videos growing things in the garden and giving tips about gardening. And that's what it is. It's actually not about a shed. It's a joke between the guys over there about the shed, but it's really about gardening. So you should definitely check that out. Will It Grow John has a video on the rules for Shed Wars. If you type in Shed Wars 21 or just the word Shed Wars, it'll pop up this year's Shed Wars that's going on with the Southern Hemisphere. Shed Wars for the Northern Hemisphere will start on March 21st. I'm not sure if they are still taking entries for that or not. I don't know if John or Robert is on here that can answer that question. Yeah. And they do these interesting videos where the guys are picking on each other and making jokes and really funny. Never heard of Shed Wars. Ha ha. That's what y'all were doing to me when I was asking about Shed Wars first time. Y'all were telling me y'all wouldn't answer me. So that's why on my entry video, I was like, what is Shed Wars? Because that's what I was thinking at the beginning. What is Shed Wars? I don't know what it is. So I just started pulling up the videos and watching them, and I figured it out. Of course, I watched it for a couple of months and then it was over, you know, but there, obviously Australia and some other places are doing Shed Wars right now. But yes, if you're interested in Shed Wars, if they're still taking entries, pull up John at Will It Grow or pull up Shed Wars or Shed Wars 21, and you can find all the yeah, Shed Wars all caps or Shed Wars all caps 21, and it'll all come up for you. Last year's and this year's videos, which on there is also entries of everybody who's throwing their hat in to be selected for Shed Wars this year. January 1st. Okay, Drops Family Farm. You got till January 1st to look up the Shed Wars videos and see if you're interested in possibly contacting Will It Grow, Arkansas Woodcutter on that. Also, Homestead Aquarius probably could give you some information. Welcome, Pafford Homestead. Basically, you have to make 12 videos, which is about one video every 2 weeks, giving a gardening tip, showing what you're growing. You don't have to do your weigh-ins on screen, but I would probably do some. You keep a log of it. You weigh everything that you grow. You're supposed to grow at least one thing in a container. You're supposed to title all your videos Shed Wars 21 : in all caps, Shed Wars 21 : no spaces, and you're supposed to make a playlist. That's pretty much the basics of the rules. I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, I pretty much grow a little bit in containers anyway, but I'll be growing in a container, in raised beds, and in the ground. So I'll be doing all three methods. So Drops Family Homestead, Simply Jan Homestead put up the rules video for Shed Wars. If you want to click on that link and go check it out, or anyone else who's interested in what Shed Wars is, what we're talking about that doesn't know, go to the link that Simply Jan Homestead put up. She's in blue. And click on that link, go to the rules video and watch it. It's pretty simple, basic stuff. mixed with some of John's humor. Ow. Yeah, it's still, to me, it's like an everyday thing talking about shed wars, but other people don't really know what it is. Like, during the holidays, I was explaining it to my brother and sister-in-law. My mom's heard about it because we talk to each other all the time, but I was explaining it to my brother and sister-in-law. So, welcome down on Boddington Farm. He says, "Go team down under." Yeah, that's one of those I've watched too. I've watched Boddington Farm. I've watched some of the videos from that channel on the Shed Wars. That was one of the names I couldn't think of a while ago. As soon as I saw the name, though, I was like, "Yeah, that's one that I've watched." Thank you for stopping by Hickory Croft Farm. I'm probably gonna close it up in a few minutes too. Try to do my solid 2 hours. And she's got her own little symbol there for the loose faucet. That's cute. The running faucet. I don't know about the Europe teams. I have to ask somebody else that question. Of course, you might be asking somebody else. I don't know. When you see the loose faucet, you should be worried. Oh, Micro Farmer, is that you talking some smack, saying the kangaroo meat tastes good? Is that your smack talking? I've never tasted kangaroo. Boddington Farm said it's yummy. I've never even seen a kangaroo except on TV. Yeah, I've learned a lot of cool words and phrases from the Australians that I never knew before. Jan said, micro farmer, maybe he cooked his dog up for Christmas. Oh my goodness. Okay, Jan, cracking me up. You did make the joke about cooking your dog, though. Dog is pretty good. I don't think I want to find out. Shooks. You know, I thought, okay, when they say shooks, I can't tell if it's with a C or with an S. If it's SHOOKS or SHOOKS. See, John put it as shooks with a C, but I thought it was shook with a S, but I don't know for sure. Where are it is shooks with a C? Okay. Now I know. Because when you guys say it, it sounds like shooks. Shooks. Somebody said good night, Hat Creek. So good night, Hat Creek. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Shooks. I was spelling it with an S. I was spelling it wrong. Well, it's not like a word I've ever used before until now. Shooks. What else did I learn? Oh, oh. Let's see if I can get it right. The bait rope. The bait rope. I kept asking, what's the bait rope? They said it's beets. I'm like, oh, beets. Oh, okay, I got it now. It don't matter. It's a dang chicken. Oh, oh, yeah. Yeah, we know now, don't we? Good night, Drops Family Garden. Have a good night. Sounds like he'd be a good addition. Hello, Peter Dell. Okay, guys, I've been on for 2 hours. I'm going to go ahead and head off to bed. Thank you guys for stopping by. I appreciate your support. Don't forget to go by and check out Micro Farmer on Simply Jan Homestead Tuesday evening for his giveaway. Talk to you guys later. Good night. Bye, guys. Talk to you soon. Night, everyone.